as a lawyer, I know many good lawyers in China actually graduate from Duke. And we have a family with 2 children. Duke is in a small town. We expect children to have quality life here. So the decision is a combination of good law school, academic, and quality of life for the family.
And on top of that, I think the size of the Duke Law LLM program is just about right. We have around 100 students from around 40 countries, so we have a good diversity here. And in the meanwhile, it allows you to interact with your classmates from different cultures, and that's really perfect. And of course, Duke and Durham is an excellent choice for families.
Duke Law has this personal approach because when we got the admission, we start to communicate with the international office, Dimar and Susan Brown. So they refer some students at that time to us. So they have families, so they give us some tips, advice about daycare centers, about life here. So that's very helpful.
Durham, they have wonderful parks with nice kids facilities. And also the weather is so nice and you can play outside, the kids can play outside all year round. That's one of the most important reasons that we're here in the South.
Yeah, for the kids, they don't need a nightlife. They need space to run, to play. And as my wife said, they can find some very good parks here. So
right, and also I want to mention the health care options, especially for kids. The Duke Children's Hospital is certainly one of the best nationwide.
I think contract drafting is my favorite class. It's very practical. For me, I'm a lawyer for a couple of years, so I'm really interested in more practical courses. And this contract drafting, there are very limited spaces. It's not easy to get in, but I think both of us were lucky, so we were enrolled in this class. It's a seminar class, only 14 students. We have like all the in-class discussions, and we were able to receive feedback from professors from the professor on our writing the contract provisions. I think we learned drafting like in a systematic fashion, and I wish I had the opportunity to learn this like a couple of years ago before I start my career. But I had this here, and I think it benefited me a lot.
One thing I would certainly recommend to future LLM students that are considering Duke is the personal approach. For instance, when we were starting the fall semester, we were assigned an advisor, a professor, who guided us through the courses that are available to us and what may be the best for us, given each individual's background and their interest field of study. And I think for those who are interested in intellectual property, I would recommend them to consider Professor Jerome Richman's copyright. The course will give you an overview of the Copyright Act of the United States. Professor Richman is very enthusiastic.
Professor James Cox, he has 2 courses. One is Business Association. I mean that course, he's kind of professor that is really intelligent. So he's able to finish a book with over, I think, 1,200 pages in one course, in one semester. So he's always very to the point, and he's able to attract attention of every student. It's a big class. We have like 130 students, but each of us will have opportunity to participate in the class discussion, and his class is also very entertaining. So his way to put complicated things in a very simple way his analogy, his sense of humor makes his class quite an experience for everyone else. So we can always remember some of his lines, his jokes, and so I think it's helpful to learn some abstract topic like business association.
Professor Maslow's distinctive aspects of U.S. law, that course is specifically developed for LLM students. It's like a mini con law course. However, every class he shows us a documentary about the dominant cases. It helps us understand some of the important issues in the U.S. So I think that course is also very helpful. And Professor Maslow is very nice. In the beginning of the course, he also shared with us some of the best place to eat, the best place bad things to do in Durham. So that's very nice, Professor.